Hello everyone, DG Collectibles 99 here. Today we will be taking a look at the limited edition Sarah 12-inch doll. She is limited edition of 5,000 and I already reviewed her sister Winifred. If you want to go check that out, as well as some extra details on the box, like how the boxes kind of have this nice continuity going, and if you put all the sisters next to each other, the design at the top will carry on, and same for the bottom too. Even the trees kind of match up to kind of create a little bit of a scene, so that when you are displaying them in box, they kind of come together very nicely. And I did show that in Winifred's video, so be sure to check that out if you are interested in how the rest of the sisters look in terms of quality and stuff like that. So let's get started with her box. Right here you can see, just as I was talking about, how they have this nice swirly pattern and how that kind of connects to the other boxes as well. And then just like the other sisters, she has a moon in the middle, which is super, super pretty. Going down, her special unique emblems on each side, just like how Winifred had a potion on this side and a book on this side, she has the black flame candle and an eye. I'm not super sure the correlation with the eye, but it is really cool nonetheless. And then you can see the nice detailing going around. Her window box does come around like this and kind of cut off, so you can actually see the dolls very well in this box, which I absolutely love. For her background, you can see that it's a nice orangey yellow, and it kind of fades from like a lighter orange to a darker orange. It really makes her purple and red dress pop, and I absolutely love it. And you can see the trees right there. She has her own unique design of trees that kind of go with her box. So they're nice and kind of jagged and spooky looking. And she has a spider in one. Her theme is spiders, probably because she ate one in the movie. And then you can see some like light kind of yellow spider webs in the background, which is super cool. Going to the side here, you can see that it does have that same aged look like Winifred's does, except her box is purple and it has a light to darker purple gradient rather than the green one. And then you can see the scratch marks and stuff to kind of give it an aged look, which is really nice. And then you can see that there's also the same type of splotch marks. Winifred's was like dark green splotch marks. Hers are like a dark purple to make it even more aged looking. Absolutely love it. I really love the wood grain type of old feel to these boxes. It really goes with the characters. Going to the back here, this is a quick description, and you can pause that if you would like to read. Right here, we have a spider emblem on the top, like Winifred had a cauldron. And then on each side, you can see her unique logos of the candle and the eye, as well as some stars around it. And she actually does have like a nice bubble theme kind of going around it too. It's like this bubble effect. And I did not notice it with Winifred's right away, but Winifred's does have it too. It's just a little bit lighter, so it wasn't as noticeable, but it's really noticeable on Sarah's box as well. Going back to the side, this one is the same as the other side with the scratch marks and stuff like that to kind of give it that aged look. And now that we are back to the front, I think that is all for the box. So let's get her unboxed and see all the amazing details that she has to offer. Okay, she's out of the box and I am super excited to show you everything. She is so cute. I absolutely love the fabric too for this one. It's so soft and I absolutely love the details as well. But before we get to her, I thought I would show you the certificate of authenticity real quick. It's purple and kind of mimics the box design, and I got number 358 out of 5,000. Now on to Sarah Sanderson. You can see right here her face. I know it looked, people said that this one had the worst case of probably looking very Hasbro quality in the stock photos, but I actually think that this looks really great. I can see Sarah Jessica Parker in it, and I think that it's really clean face paint too, which is really nice. And I really do like this like caricature type look that they have going on right now. So she does have her nice thick kind of like darkish blonde eyebrows, which you can see in the movie. She has also really thick like dark blonde eyebrows as well, and I really like that it translates here as well. And then she does have nice blue eyes with an almost light purple silvery eyeshadow, which is really nice and brings out her eyelashes and her eyes very, very nicely. Going down, you can see her smirk, but she almost has like sort of like a mischievous, playful type of smile in the show, and I feel like it translates well right here. And then she has dark red lips, as well as her signature mole that you can see in the movie. And then she does have a light pink blush as well. Going to her hair, it is a really beautiful blonde color, and it's really accurate to the movie in terms of the color scheme, and it is pretty long on her as well. My only kind of beef with this so far is it is like really crunchy to try and keep the curls, and I wish that it would not have been like as crunchy, because it just kind of doesn't lay properly. It's kind of like weird. And oops, her black flame candle fell, but I will just take that off and show it later. But yeah, I just wish it would have laid a little bit better. It's a little crazy. In box it didn't look bad, but kind of out in person, it looks just a little too crunchy. So I'd probably boil wash it or find a way to kind of tame it a little bit, but not that big of a deal. Going down, you can see that her cape is clasped together, I think by a like button type of clasp. You can see a little bit of her kind of necklace right there. It's just kind of a short necklace with like kind of like a bead type look to it, which is actually pretty accurate to the movie, and I absolutely love it. And it's made out of metal. And then this would be where I would have her holding her black flame candle, but it fell off when I was moving her. But I can show now that she does have painted silver rings like my Winifred. In my Winifred review, she also had the same type of painted ring look. And before I move to the sleeves, this is the black flame candle. You can see all like the texturing and the melted wax and the detail with the symbols kind of painted on it in like a darker brown color, which is really nice. And then there's almost like a copper color for the actual flame itself. So really well done, really nice sculpting right here. And I think the paint application is phenomenal. So I definitely really like this piece a ton. Going to the sleeves, you can see that it has this really nice red netted look, just like the movie. And I feel like it's really simple, but it does translate well from movie to doll. And it is really soft too. Just be careful that it doesn't get hooked on anything, because you wouldn't want these ripping and kind of fraying over time, because they are really thin. Going to her actual cape here, you can see that it has a nice purple that's like super shiny on the outside, and it is like a darker purple that's a little bit of like a less shiny material, but it still does have a little bit of sheen to it. And it's 2 layers, and it's sewed down the sides, but they did leave the bottom open to try and create like this ripped like design. And in the back it does translate pretty well in creating like this old type of look, like she's been having it for a while and it's just been through a lot. And then in the back it has a hood that you can put on her. It is big enough for that, but I'm not going to do that right now because I don't feel like messing with the hair in its crunchy state. And it does have a point on the hood as well, and the texture of it actually is like this nice crimped look, which makes it look older, and I absolutely love it. It's definitely things like this in the promo pictures that you weren't able to see very well because of the quality of the pictures and like the white background kind of washing them out a bit. But the fabrics and everything are phenomenal, and I love the different textures that they've used for every single one of these dolls. Going to the actual bodice, this is probably my favorite part of this doll. It looks the most accurate to the actual dress that was worn. It is a kind of like a spaghetti strap kind of shoulder look right here, which connects to the sleeves. And it does have little bow ties right here that are sewn on each side. And it does have a tie that kind of crisscrosses down. And I do think they actually crisscrossed it. And then you can see this one actually does have a little bit of embroidery. I know that the other ones have kind of printed designs on them and stuff, but this one actually does have a little bit of embroidery of kind of like a viney type design. And then it does show flowers, pink, yellow, and green ones. And they all have different gemstones. The pink has green stones, the red or the green has red, and yellow has like a nice kind of light yellowish gold stone as well. And you can see a little bit of like the same light goldish yellow color gemstones kind of throughout the rest of the design, which is really nice and really pretty. It does come to a point right here, and it has gold trimming, which is really nice as well. I love it when they trim things. It looks really nice and well finished. And then going down to the actual skirt, you can see that connected to it, I think it's just sewn on, is a plastic kind of bag that she wears in the movie. It's like a waist bag. I do wish this is fabric, but I know that you can't have everything when it comes to certain things like this because of the small detailing. But it would have been nice if it was fabric and embroidered. But I'm not going to complain too much about it because it is nicely painted and nicely sculpted. And I do like the way it looks. And going down to the rest of her skirt, she has kind of multiple layers to the skirt. So I have them kind of pinned, so I'm going to try and show the layers as best as I can. But this outer layer here is a dark purple that's very, very shiny and more heavily crimped than the actual cape. It has a really nice, almost tree trunk-like texture to it, which is really nice, and I love this texture so much. It is kind of sewn to create, or held in place to create, like this fan type of texture at the beginning, which I think is a part of the movie's costume as well. Going here, you can see that there is a yellowish gold type of soft fabric, which is 2-layered, and so it's a little bit thicker, and it does complement very well to the gold accents of the dress. And don't mind my dad outside, he's mowing, but yeah, it has a really nice texture to it, and it's almost shiny. And then going here, this is probably my favorite fabric out of them all just because of how it lays. But we have 2 fabrics right here. One is a regular type of non-shiny matte, but it's still a little bit opaque soft fabric right here. And it's a dark red. And then we have the same dark red in this layer, but it's a little bit more netted. And you can see the details in the netting, as well as like some leafing, gold leafing on it as well. And that comes out very nicely in it, and I just love the way it transfers. It does look a lot like the fabric that they used for the costume itself. And it has jagged, ripped pieces that are uneven to kind of give it a little bit more of a wear and tear type of look. Going under, you can see she has these really pretty witch style boots that lace up, and they're plastic. And then she does actually have her like stockings that go up to the knee, which is really cool, her netted stockings. I was really pleasantly surprised that they did that, and it translates really well. And then she does have purple bloomers at the top right there, which was another pleasant detail that I was not expecting at all. I was like, so I thought that they would probably just do this, but I do know that she has bloomers in her actual movie outfit, so I was super happy to figure out that they were accurate in every single way. So that was super cool. And then going to the back here, you can see the back of the dress, which just kind of carries on to that whole like tree trunk like pattern, which is super, super pretty. I love it, and it pretty much almost touches the ground. And then you can see that she does come with her mop, which is hilarious. I love that Mary has the vacuum and she has the mop. It's just really, really funny. But that is also plastic. This one I do actually wish was a fabric. I know with Winifred's I said it wasn't a big deal, but I know that this probably would have laid probably really nice in box and stuff. So I just kind of wish that that was a little bit fabric to make it more realistic, but it does still look realistic from afar. And I'm overall happy with it. And this is painted really nicely. It's plastic, but it does look like metal. And then you can see the wood, or like the plastic that's painted like wood, and it looks really nice and very, very detailed as well. But I think that is all for her. I am overall really, really, really happy with the way that she turned out. She looks gorgeous. And though I feel like the hair could have been a little bit better and a little bit softer, and I wish that that was fabric, those are definitely not deal breakers. I feel like she definitely holds a lot of detail. It's a phenomenal design that they did for these type of dolls. And I was actually really pleasantly surprised when they arrived. I know I was one of the people that were actually really skeptical and didn't think that they'd have a lot of detail. I do still feel like $130 is a little bit much for, especially this character right here. Like, she's super detailed and really pretty. I can probably justify $130 for Mary and Winifred because they are a little bit more detailed in terms of designs with their outfits. I know that her outfit is a little bit less detailed than their outfits in the movie, but I don't know. Now that like I see her, I feel like we probably could have lowered that price to at least like $100, or better yet, $80. Probably $80 per character, or better yet, if they would have like put them all three together in one box, would have been nice. But it's not really that big of a deal. I just definitely kind of wish the price was a little bit lower on these. But she is overall really, really nice and definitely worth it if you are a Hocus Pocus fan and you want to add her to your collection. But definitely let me know what you guys think in the comments. I am really happy with the hand sculpts too. I don't think I mentioned that in this video, but they did give her unique sculpts as well. But definitely let me know what you guys think, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!